She said you would come here, to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die. Atris. That is not who I am, not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard. The old woman you travelled with finally made me listen to myself, to the galaxy. She said that you would come here, and that you would face me in battle. She said you were the last obstacle to my enlightenment. If I wished to truly face the Sith, to see their heart, then that meant facing you, this last time. Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you, and when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out, forever. I do not know, yet, but it does not matter. They have come here to face the Republic in battle, and they will be destroyed. Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place, and when I defeat you and the forces... These Sith are cowards, striking from the shadows to kill Jedi. I needed a target to draw them out, but I could not risk my own life, all that remained of the Jedi. So I arranged for you to return to the Republic, leaked information of your past, and then waited for the Sith to come. And they did. But you came to Telos against my predictions. Now they are here, I can finally face this enemy and defeat them. All the knowledge of the Sith, gathered from across the galaxy, brought here by my servants, so that I might uncover their secrets, and use them to track them down. But now they have been drawn from the shadows of the Outer Rim, and the only final matter to attend to is finishing you. Surrender? To you? Never. Let us end this. Kill me. End this. I did not expect mercy from you, here at the end, after all that has happened between us. If you will not kill me, then what will you do? Where she walks is hidden from my eyes, but not from those of her kind. It is possible I may draw one last piece of knowledge from these holocrons. You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us. Yes, I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started. Yes, you are an echo in the Force, a hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness, but it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way, and you carry it with you, always. Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared. I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her. You are important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain. She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come. She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key. There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it. You are important to her somehow, but I do not know for certain. It is because I care and that is why you are the... She seeks the death. Because the Force had been stripped from her, as it had been torn from you. At times, I wonder what we would be if the Force was taken from us. If we would truly be Jedi or Sith. There are places in the gap, and these places, one person. You're important, but I do. And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours. It does not matter. Not now. It is what I did with such pain that caused the wound. But I thank you. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
Well, what do we have here? I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Lieutenant Gren, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn! Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me. It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept, there were Sith fighters everywhere. And the few flights we sent out were barely launched. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to... Then there's also the fuel system. Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in orbit and We'll try to make the best of what we have left, but it's going to be cutting. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. A squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're going to have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle. Good luck.
I must leave you for a time to gather my Mandalorian warriors. We will rejoin you when the time comes for the assault on the Ravager. Watch yourself. I'll soften up the way for you, but I won't be here to hold your hand.
All right, men. The Sith are trying to hold us up in this compound. We need to break through or our reinforcements won't be able to move out. Now let's punch a hole in this Sith barricade.
So, we meet again. I heart... Major, actually. And I have you to thank. Queen Talia saw fit to promote me when the TSF sent out a distress call. My troops have already gone ahead and infiltrated the urban module. From their last transmission, they're almost to the... It's a possibility, but right now, we need them to stop. If the Sith succeed, it won't matter what we do. Citadel Station, at the moment, that seemed to be the most pressing. The TSF do that. My men have come under heavy attack in the urban mod. In that case, if you find my men...
If you want to get through to the eastern part of the module, you better get going.
Goodness you're here. We just can't seem to make any progress against the Sith line. After they established their position, they brought out their turrets. They've been devastating our numbers. We managed to take a few out, but they just keep unloading more of them to replace the destroyed ones. It's up to you to help us throw them back. We gotta get them cleared out of here, and then we're ready for one last charge. Alright, everyone provide covering fire for the Jedi, then advance on the Sith positions. We'll be right behind.
Join you in the assault. These rank-and-file soldiers will do you no good aboard the Ravager. Let we Mandalorians lead the charge into battle and to victory. Kelborn, Zuka, you will be joining us.
You will not face this alone. I will go with you and be by your side. I would have it no other way.
Are your preparations complete?
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us. It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to maintain its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know that ship. It was a Malachor 5.
The hull of the Sith vessel and are securing the area. The vessel has suffered extensive structural damage, but its particle fields still maintain a minimal atmosphere within the ship. And our cargo? It's being brought aboard. Soon, teams will be dispatched to the target sites. Do the Republic forces suspect? No, Mandalore. The proton cores do not emit a signature the Republic ships can detect. If they do pick up the signal, they will assume it to be emanating from the ship's missile bays. Did you get an ID signature on this vessel? You were right about the vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns. Then let's finish this. And remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about, Sith.
You are coming with me.
Don't get all sentimental. I just don't trust you to get the job done. Been waiting for this for 10 years. It's just time to do things the old-fashioned way. What's wrong?
The honor is mine. A weakness is revealed.
No one
I shall let this one see.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. We still need to set 3 more charges. Mandalore, we're holding our position, but the Sith appear to be offering little resistance. It's like they don't even realize we're here.
Soon you shall know.
A weakness is revealed.
Or with who wants to die first? Or with that king. Who wants to die first?
A weakness.
No one.
A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
This door leads to my cell. I had forgotten. If there is time, I would like to center myself. There is a meditation chamber within my cell that I would visit one last time. Past the surface, there is the Force. Where once there was a world that was strong in the Force, now there is a barren wasteland.
It's okay. It's gonna be fine.
It has taken time for me to return here. I lost my way, but I've been stronger for the journey.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna stop.
What happens now shall not be done out of hate or revenge, but for the sake of all life. And I ask you, finally, to forgive me. This body is a prison no longer.
target site. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. 2 more sites are left. We've lost contact with 2 of our squads, and we've had to fall back to the docking area.
Have you come to kill me? The final insult. Stripping Onderon, my soldiers, my... He happened. The hunger that fills this vessel. It is power, but it consumes without end. It is that power we felt on Onderon, that Vaklu felt. It was an echo, too strong to ignore. General Vaklu and I, when it seemed that we would need more to take Onderon, make it strong again, he came with his power, his soldiers. It seemed as if there was nothing we could not do, nothing the Queen could do to stop us. I have served the wrong master. He cares nothing for Onderon, its soldiers, its people. Everything exists to feed his will. I came here to this dead ship, and now he will not permit me to leave. This ship, it is a graveyard of a terrible battle. Everything on it slowly dies, as long as he hungers.
It is the way of all life that serves him. In his presence, all life dies.
This ship is from Malachor. This Sith Lord of yours bolsters his fleet with ships from that world? He's nothing more than a scavenger.
I think he is of that place. If so, then his power may be great indeed. Greater than I had thought.
The Master suffers. If he cannot feed, then the hunger begins to consume him. The planet, Telos, he may feed on something upon its surface to sustain him a while longer. You think to lie to me still? I will not be deceived again. I told him, you know, what the old woman told me. I told him of the Academy here, of the Jedi here. I could not have kept it from him, even if I had wanted to.
He means that Jedi witch you travel with, Kreia.
Yes, the old woman on Onderon. She spoke of the Jedi Academy here on Telos, and my master was forced to come here. Then her lies will mean the planet's destruction. He will destroy all of Telos. He will turn it to fire again and crush the planet beneath him. He will devour them all, murder them all.
If there are no Jedi here, then my lord cannot feed his hunger. He will destroy the planet, the station. Even if the people below are not Force-sensitive, the small amount he can feed on from the mass destruction of the station and the life on the planet will And if there are no Jedi below, if he feeds upon Citadel Station, we will be unable to escape in time. We will be consumed as... Then he will suffer. Without something to sustain him, I do not know what.
He will create nothing. He will end this place. Your old woman has killed this planet, and with it, countless other worlds. You could not stop him even if you wanted to. And you cannot escape either. If the Force runs through you, your time on the bridge, waiting for you. No.
I do not believe he knows his ship has been boarded. And if he did, he would not care. The extent of his power cannot be put into words, and his perceptions have grown as well. To him...
You are dust motes in a storm, a grain upon the beach. Fight him if you will, but if he turns his power upon you... This ship, is it his weakness? It should not exist, yet it cruises the darkness between the stars. He tore it from the mass shadows of Malachor, along with his fleet. That is a measure of his power.
The ship is barely holding itself together. The structural damage should have destroyed it long ago.
He holds it together. And he keeps us all alive. Just enough.
More
No.
If he's so powerful, why hasn't he stopped us then? We've attacked his ship, killed his...
It is because he sees planets, stars, not people. To him, the planet below, the station with its teeming life. My only crime was Onderon's salvation, and now those hopes have turned grey. Kill me now, before they are stripped from me forever. There is nothing to be done, except wait. If you go to him, he will destroy you. Onderon. But there's no longer any need. You are right. As long as he exists, Onderon is in danger. The galaxy is in danger. What would you have me do?
Go report to the target site, Colonel. I'll let my men know you're coming.
I will do as you are.
Such acts have their own strength about them. I had forgotten. It may seem that way, but perhaps it can become much more. I'm sorry, I did not mean to speak of it. Principles of sacrifice and charity. I'm afraid that it will weaken you. But I have said enough, and you do not need my counsel.
Who wants to die first? Yeah.
I shall let this one see.
Who wants to die first? No one crosses me.
This one. This door leads to the bridge and my former master. If you wish to gather your strength, this is the last time. No, do not harm her. I am the one who has betrayed you. I am the one who should suffer. I will return to you. Please, do not harm her. Do not what you did to me. I beg you.
A weakness is revealed.
No one crosses the meeting. Who wants to die
He is too powerful.
To battle. Soon. I shall make this one a weakness is revealed.
I have to see with the Force and my eyes.
What the hell are you doing up there? We need to get off this ship. Now!
A man, nothing more. You are my master now, and I will follow wherever your path takes you. My path is at an end.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. Only one proton core remains to be set.
What the hell was that? I told you to wait!
Mandalore, we've made contact with the enemy, and one of the cores has detonated prematurely.
Was it in the target zone?
No, Mandalore. We have failed you. I offer you my...
Do we have another core?
No, Mandalore. Even with the other 2 cores set in the ship, it will not be sufficient to destroy the vessel.
We need to find another proton core, or we need to make one. All right, wait for my signal. This isn't over. And don't kill yourself before I tell you.
target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core, that's the last of them, Mandalore.
Admiral Onasi wanted to speak with you, ma'am.
It's a little beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect it when the Sith attacked the first time. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you. I've read your records, how the Jedi sentenced you for doing what you believed. You wandered past the Outer Rim during your exile. I ask you, did you find any trace of Revan? I served with him, like you did. And we had to part ways, like you did. He said that there were places where he had to walk where I could not go. Places where having allies, or anyone he cared about, would only place them in danger. It's been 4 years, and I still don't know what happened to him. He told me to stay here, to try to keep the Republic strong, and that he would return. It was the hardest request I ever had to follow. I don't know, but it was important to him. He said that he believed something had been behind the Mandalorian Wars. That it hadn't been the Mandalorians' choice to attack the Republic. Whatever it was, I think he went off to find it. To fight it. It was near the end of the Jedi Civil War, when it seemed like we were going to lose everything. We met on a Republic warship called the Endar Spire. It was being attacked over Terrace, and the Sith had stormed the ship. We saved the Republic. But it was like the war didn't end for him. He would keep remembering things that he'd done, and it kept driving him. And I think he finally remembered something terrible that he'd done during the Mandalorian Wars, and he went to put an end to it. He left a lot of people who cared about him behind. But I think he did it because he thought it was the right thing to do. But whatever he set out to do, I don't think he succeeded. And here you return, with his ship, without him. Yes, wherever he went, your ship's been there. If you return to that place, if you find some trace of Revan... No, simply tell him that Admiral Onasi is following his orders. Safe journey, Exile.
Did she know?
No, she didn't.
There are times I fear we shall never know where he left Karth. And I cannot live not knowing the answer. Why he sought to protect us.
He asked us to stay, to keep the Republic safe. It was important to him. And after meeting the Exile, I'm convinced that there are worse things to lose in the galaxy.
It has been some time.
You were a fool to return. I spared you once. I will not do so again. Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the exile did what she did. There is much to be done.